Thank you for the introduction, and I will start my timer. I promise 10 minutes, because we are running very late. But yeah, many of the concepts have already been explained by Francesco, but I would like to stress on this. In order to change environmental habits, touching your pocket, talking about the economics is just one of the way. It's not the only way, it is not probably the most important. There are others, like civism, knowledge, having the right tools. Many of your mayors and political representatives have said it today. If you don't have a tool, you cannot do separate collection. If you don't have a bucket for separating food waste in your kitchen. But also a sense of emergency. Remember that in Italy, everything started, now we have 5,000 municipalities with more than 75% separate collection. But 20 years ago, we were in a bad situation. And everything started from the association of the friend of the church of a little village close to a landfill. And that landfill was being closed. And because of that sense of emergency, citizens wanted to start and to do separate collection. So this is even more important than economics. Also, the sense of being pioneers, the pride. We have here the municipalities of VVV, we have Relizia, we have Calandri. Calandri is a pioneer in this sense. They started with separate collection of bio-waste. And you have to support the pioneer and copy-paste from them. But also, about pay-as-you-throw, it is true, I'm a consultant and I support many municipalities introducing pay-as-you-throw. Now we have 1,000 in Italy. But I always say, please be careful before introducing pay-as-you-throw, because there is this kind of additional consideration to be done. You want to have a fair tax, which is true. You want to give an incentive and penalty, okay? But we want to maintain the quality of recyclables. We want to avoid littering. And we want to avoid possible cheats. What do I mean with cheats? If the system is not perfectly capable of measuring, like water, gas, and electricity, and the citizen play you a trick, then the tax is no more fair, okay? I will jump on a couple of slides, but the concept of know as you throw was created basically by me with someone else a few years ago, because with pay as you throw, what do you get? A bill. You get a bill. Yeah, you get a measurement system, maybe RFID tags or something, and a bill. In this bill, there is written, well, last year you generated 200 liters of residual waste. You have to pay 100 euro. Okay, is this information? Probably not. Know as you throw is to give real-time information and feedbacks, individual information, and more than that is all about nudging. This concept of nudging, this is a good book, Taylor and Sustain, is a book that was published in the 80s. Nudging is the big elephant giving a little push to the small elephant. Okay? A nudge, look at the definition, is to give people a choice to change their behavior in a predictable way without forbidding any option and or giving economic incentives. So nudging is completely out of economic incentives. It's just changing people's mind without money. Okay, so this is the starting point of all our considerations. And look at a very interesting example. In this electricity bill in the United States, 2007, the company O-Power just put an emoticon on the bill showing your behavior. Last year, you were consuming 339 kilowatt hours. Your neighbors were worse than you. So good, you did it better. And with just this emoticon, families saved 2% on their family bills. Okay, so cumulatively, there were $2 billion saved just because of this emoticon. Okay, this is nudging. And transferred to waste management, a message that we tried is, your neighbor is better than you, or the average of your city is better than you. You can do better. So a comparison between you and the others. In order to do that, you need to have data. So for sure you need identification and everything, but you don't go immediately to the pocket of citizens saying you have to pay €1, €2. You just inform them about their results. So I think in the case of Greece, please write it down, this is a good solution. Before or together we started with pay-as-you-throw. Yeah? And I will tell you more about that. Pay-as-you-throw is case A. Yeah? There is your mayor, the mayor of Alicia, and then this you giving money to your municipalities is case A. But there is a case B in which you are simply monitored. It's a kind of big brother effect. And in Italy, we are 40 million people with this situation. We are monitored, but we don't have pay-as-you-throw in 30 million people situation. The effect of being monitored and to feel monitored just let you increase your behavior of at least 10% separate collection. Okay? Then there is case C. We want to give Kate positive messages, and we want to give those messages to the devils, people that are not recycling, because we don't want to sensitize people that are already doing better. We want to get to those devils in a positive way. So it's challenging, but it's the way to go. And about pay-as-you-throw, we have 1,000 municipalities in this map, in green, all municipalities with pay-as-you-throw. Look, they are all in the north. This may make sense. I don't know if you're aware, yeah, you know, northern typically is a kind of, let's say, more advanced in terms of waste management. Most, I don't know about other things, yeah. you have better food in the south, for sure. About civism, well, we may discuss, but pay-as-you-throw started in the north. We just have one municipality in the south, which is Biteto, which is part of LIFE-REthinkWASTE. So this really means something. And again, all these models that we have, a lot of models, you know, buckets, bags, prepaid bags, RFID, please feel free to ask us, because we have a large experience of these models. Ask us whatever you want, and we can explain you everything about the advantages and disadvantages. But by now, just to mention the fact that, again, there is a lot of big and lost data. You know, big data. Okay, we have a lot of big data, but everything is lost. Municipalities have gigabytes of data and don't look at those data. So what to do in this situation? We try to exploit the use of big data in order to do know-as-you-throw. So this is the platform. We, as Ars Ambiente, we built the communication platform through WhatsApp, Telegram, SMS. Very complicated, but was a good example. And this is the typical message like Francesco showed you. But just to be more precise and detailed, this is your building. A trainer, an eco-coach went to your building taking a photo, uploading the photo to our messaging platform, and this message was delivered to the residents of those buildings. Just to the resident of that building, automatically with a message saying, well, there is no compostable bag in this brown bin, please be careful, do it properly, and then come back again to measure the behavioral change. Messages, okay, we will jump, it's a pity that we are running very late because of morning delay, but you will see the slides if you want. The results are interesting because, for instance, in the case of Varese, we reduced 12% residual waste generation and improved the quality, and people said, yes, I liked the project. The fact is that only 10 or 15% of people joined the platform because we wanted their mobile phone number. So they had to send the first message. And so we kind of say, okay, do you want to join the program? You will gain prizes, awards, and everything. Okay, but just 10%. So we're not able to get to the devils, to the bad recyclers. And that's it. That is the challenge, to get to those people. In this respect, a good example is the case of Bergamo, in which bags are delivered to citizens through a vending machine. So there is only a compulsory standard bag that can be used by citizens. They get it with their ID card, national ID card. But when they get the bags, the machine gives you a message, a nudging message. Good morning. Are you doing it right? I see that you are getting 3 rolls of bags, but the average of your city is 2.2. So be careful. This is just a nudging message. In the end, this was the real implementation. It's in place. Again, remember, your yearly target is 4 rolls of gray bags. Do you want it? Do you still want it? Okay, and that's it, without paying, without economics, without taxes and everything. So this is no as you throw. Results, 4 or 5 points of increase of separate collection, just with this scheme. And this is obligatory. It's obligatory because we have to get the standard bag. You cannot use any other bag. Yeah? So again, it's possibilities that you have and complementary to pay as you throw. To finish, because it's 11 minutes, in the frame of LIFE projects, we developed a kind of self-assessment tool which guides the municipalities to the decision of introducing pay as you throw or not. It's available on the website of Rethink Waste, and it guides you by asking, for instance, are you prepared to this step? Is your internal waste tax office prepared? Do you have tools? With questions like this, you are categorized in 3 categories, and you are given guidelines and reports, tools to give you toward this giant step. I think it's enough. You will find more in the slides if you need. Also the conclusion, I will jump also the conclusion because the key message was already in the presentation. Thank you.